come on, let's go. We're walking, we're not playing today. Keep moving. Keep moving, little buddy. Come, come. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. How do you do? Come on, Toby dogs. Hey, good morning, good morning. We got the 1 million in the building. Anastasia, blessed. God is good. Anastasia, blessed. Dee dee dee. I don't know the words. Thank you. Thank you. Dee 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 dee. What does that say? Silent J80, good morning. What's going on? Just getting the computer ready for the day. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you watching from the laptop or the computer. That means you get to see the ads. That means you get to see the ads. That's where the YouTubers make money. Is on the ads and the super chats and all that good stuff. How's Essexville today? How is Essexville today? We're headed for the south end. We're pretty much gonna walk the same route we walked yesterday. I had big plans this morning, walking down the river, doing the river walk, but we couldn't get out of the house for some reason this morning. I got on the YouTube and started watching. Next thing I knew, it was late, and we got started late. DDD, yeah. Quiet over here. Ready for the weekend. Watching from liked videos, ads on. Excellent. Appreciate that. Toby's stopping to do his thing again, so we give him a second here of privacy while we get the blue bag out. I fed him this morning. I give him a full meal this morning. See if maybe he just needs some more. See if maybe he just needs some more energy in the morning to keep moving. Cause he's laying down on the job before I do. Are you all set there, buddy? He's still trying. He's still trying. Let's see if we can get started here, though. Come here, Tobes. I gotta clean up after you. Border collies wander all around while they're going to the bathroom. It's crazy. They wander all around. They swing their butts around and walk around because I guess they want to look all over. Hold on, hold tight, fam. I'm still dealing with the blue bag special here. Almost. The dreaded orange tag. The dreaded orange tag, and when you're throwing something away and the city comes and puts an orange tag on it, it says, "Dear residents." Oh, it's scheduled. I thought it meant that they wouldn't pick it up. Usually they won't pick up stuff that piled up like that. You got to cut it shorter, like 2-foot pieces, and line it up so that the branches are pointing to the street. Come on, Toby. You got to line it up so the branches are pointing to the street. cut it really small, or the drivers will drive right past it. Pinch it off, Tobe. Not Jethro Tull is in the building. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Come on. Come on. Come on, Tobe. Move it, move it, move it, so we don't get run over. There we go. Holy cow, I'm weighted down on one side now. We went and watched a couple of live streams this morning. We went and watched Anastasia Blessed. She was on for a while. And then we went and watched Leo the German Shepherd. Leo the German Shepherd. He's pretty cool. Have you guys gone to see Leo yet? From India? And who did I see there? I saw Harley Hughes there. I saw Harley Hughes over there. She had a really big crowd too. She had a really big crowd. The dog was playing. The dog was playing. He's a nice guard dog. So today it was 56 degrees this morning. Now it's like, now we're in the 50s every morning. Fall is coming. Fall is coming. That's Toby's. Toby likes the cold weather. This hot weather he can probably do without. I know I can. I prefer it. Well, I mean, it's 56 degrees. I guess I can't complain that it's warm. Hey, there's a rooster. We haven't heard that rooster in a few days. Where are you going, Tobe? Toby's on a rabbit mission. He usually sees rabbits down in here. We usually see rabbits along this thing. Nothing special going on today. Me, I will just type, work. Try to get it done. Nothing special this week. What is today? Thursday? One more day till the weekend. Come on, Bubba. Come on. The kids are all back to school. My grandkids went back last week. The kids in the school down the street from us went back yesterday. Toby's co-owner is a junior handler girl, and this is her senior year. She goes to the school right down the street from us, where my kids went. Wait. Excuse me. Toby would have probably got his championships by now if she was handling them. She's having all kinds of success. She just won. She just took one of her dogs for a best of breed 2 weekends ago. She beat pro handlers. She beat adults. She beat everybody. She's an excellent handler. She grew up in it since she was a baby. You know, her mom was dog school. Her mom owns the dog school, you know what I mean? So she's always been in it. Toby loves her to pieces, but he won't show for her. He won't really show for anybody. That's tried to, even at school the other day, the teacher tried to run him around. Well, she did run him around the ring once. But at one point, he just like stopped and started looking around. You could see he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. He was looking around, looking over his shoulder, trying to find me because he was like having fun. All of a sudden, he's having fun, and all of a sudden he stopped and he looked around. You could see the look on his face. He was like, the teacher's really good at geeking the dogs up, getting the best out of them, getting them all excited. And she got him all excited, and she walked away with him and went to and spun him around. And he was all looking up at her, you know what I mean, and all excited, all happy. And all of a sudden he realized that, well, it's not my Dad doesn't have the leash, you know what I mean? And he just stopped in his tracks and went to looking all around. You could see the look on his face like, uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on? Where are you, Dad? Literally, you could see that in his face. So, yeah, that's how I became an amateur dog show handler. Owner handled. What are those numbers say? 1928. You see that one? 1928, and this one says, I think this one says 1960 something, but I can't really read it. I can't really see what it says. I think one says 29 or whatever it was, and the other one says 60 something. Because the last two houses closest to the railroad track was built later than the rest of them, it appears. Hey, Lily, what's going on? Is that Mia? Mia, welcome in the building. Welcome. Yes, we're live. We're coming to you live. Hey, Jason. Welcome to you, brother. Yes, when I'm walking, I have a hard time looking at the chat because I'm looking everywhere else. I'm looking at Toby because I love to watch him move. I love to watch Toby move all around. And I'm looking for other dogs. I'm looking for cats, squirrels, and rabbits. Things that are going to trip me. Things going to trip me because I fall easy. I've reached the age where I'll just fall down. Are those old address numbers? No, those are years of that the pavement was made. That the pavement was laid. Usually the stamps, they got the city name on them and they got the contractor name. And they'll put the year on them, but they stopped doing that probably back in the 60s, 70s. What's the latest one we've seen? 1960 something? I don't think I've seen one that says 1970 something. I don't know. I'll have to try to memorize what I see or try to remember the early. Here's another one. It's got the contractor number, the contractor name, E. Holloman, and but I can't make out the year. But these are like 1960s, I think, 50s, 60s in this neighborhood. Kathy Doherty, is it hot? We've got when we walked out of the door, it was 56 degrees. So I put on a long sleeve shirt, thinking I was going to be chilly, but I'm already sweating. I sweat sitting in front of a fan, just sitting there. So it's only natural for me to get all sweaty all the time. Just from dog walking. We walk pretty fast, I think. I don't know. If I could jog, I'd jog with him. But the knees won't have it. Oh, I could probably run from here to there, but once I stop, it'll be all over. That's what I usually don't go to dog classes the week of the dog show because I don't want to take a chance on making something hurt. But this time, I'm going to go again Tuesday because we haven't been to a confirmation class in forever. We went last week, and we were horrible at the start, but by the end of the class, we were getting great jobs. Toby likes to move his feet. He doesn't like to He doesn't like to stand up straight at the dog show for some reason. You know, dogs get quirks. Like maybe he's over it, I don't know. But we figured out a different way. Come on, you're not peeing there. We figured out a different way to for me to hold him to get him to lean forward. So we'll see. We'll see if I can make it happen. We'll have to practice more. Toby doesn't like to practice stacking for some reason. When we go to practice stacking in the house or in the yard, he gets all sheepish and like he's hurting or something. He must not like to do it. But that's because we didn't do it when he was a puppy. That's the only reason. They make these little box type things that it's got a bar for a wide bar for the front paws to go on, and then you put the other bar behind it, and it's off the it's off the ground or off the table that much, and it trains the dogs to stand. It trains the dogs to stand right when you put them on that. They're not strapped to it or nothing. But with the new method I'm going to try, he leans forward more, so he's over his front legs. He likes to like rock back on his front legs, so his front legs aren't straight up and down. Come on. And when the judge goes to feel him up, then his bones and his muscles aren't lined up right if he's slouching. So you always got to have your dog standing perfectly right in order for the judge to feel everything, because they're feeling all the different bones, how they curve, how they angle, the front leg bones. They got names for all that stuff, you know what I mean? I can't quote none of it to you because I don't know it. I just know the few things that people have told me or showed me. And that I don't even know. I've only been shown. But there's all the different angles got to line up just right on the dogs for them to move perfect. They may look like they're moving good, but sometimes if their front end isn't right or if their back end isn't right, as far as the curve to the bones and all that, then they may look like they're running right, but they're not. And you could tell by where their paws land when they're running, when they're trotting, or their paws crossing, things like that. Oh, there's so much to it. I don't even know a 1/10 of 1% of a 1/10 of a 1%. Snoopy Horsey, what's going on? Snoopy Horsey, I thought you were live playing a game. When I opened up my YouTube, you were live playing a game. Welcome, welcome. Just watched the Awesome Dog Show, says Mia. Leo, welcome, welcome, Leo. Namaste, sister. I enjoyed watching your dog this morning. Leo's a good-looking dog. How old is Leo? Did you say he's young? That he's going to get bigger? Come on. Oh, it's on ESPN. Oh, very cool. I'm trying to think of what. We don't go to any big events like that. I doubt you'll ever see us on TV. We're just newbies knocking on the door of the dog shows. He needs 2 more wins, but they got to be 3 points or higher wins. He needs 2 more wins for his championship. And he's got a lot of points. He's got a lot of wins, but we can't seem to win when there's 5 dogs. When there's 5 dogs or more, there's always pro handlers in there. When you get that many in his class together. I just got hit by a sprinkler. I didn't even see it. We just get beat by the pros every time. The last dog show in Ohio, we got beat on the Saturday by the pro. There was only one dog in his exact class, because the other ones didn't show up. But there was dogs in lower classes that we beat. Anyway, yeah, the pro handler got me on Saturday, but the pro handler wasn't there on Sunday. There was a different people there. And on Sunday we won our class. We didn't win best of breed or nothing. We won our class, and then the girl class dog won the best of winners. But we wouldn't have got any more points than we got already from it. We're looking for 2 3-point majors to finish his championship. And then he'd be champion boy. Oh, he should win easily, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy. They say that a good handler can win with a bad dog, but a bad handler won't win with a good dog. And I'm like the rookie handler. Come on, Tobes. I forget all kinds of things when we're in there. Anyhow, we got a bunch of wins. Don't get me wrong that we can't win. We got a bunch of wins, but then every time we come up against when it gets to the 3-point majors, the pros beat us every time. That's the way it goes. Where are we? We are in the great state of Michigan, in the USA. And we live north of Detroit, Michigan. Where are you watching us from, May? Where are you watching us from? And we're in the south end of town, just walking. Yes, indeed, I'm a walking. Hey, can we go one more block? What happens if we go one more block? We'll turn around somewhere else. What time is it? Yeah, we got plenty of time. We've been walking pretty fast. Maybe we go a couple more blocks before we turn around. Prince failed classes. The dog across the street, Toby's friend across the street, River, she went to dog school, but she was more dog than they could handle, and they had to turn her away because I guess the workers didn't feel they could handle her. She was too much dog for them. She's so sweet. We're not seeing her outside as much anymore. She's older and she's got hip problems. She's got hip problems. Come on, Tobes. Come on, little buddy. So we haven't been seeing her out as much. I used to see her get taken for walks, but I don't think her hips can take it. So she just hangs out in the yard. She's got a ramp. That she goes up. I think she can go down the stairs, but she takes the ramp up the stairs. I can't remember. One or the other. What are you thinking, Tobe? What's that? What is that? It's got to be something good. He's had his nose right in it. I tried as a puppy. He just ignored everyone. You can park a trailer. Yeah, you could. People do everything here. People even park on the sidewalk here. Not Jethro. People park on the sidewalk. It drives me nuts. But I hate to be the one to complain to the city. Because, man, you'd think they'd figure it out that they shouldn't be parking. There's a guy across the street at the end of the block. I can't walk down that sidewalk because he parks his pickup truck long ways across the sidewalk. It's like, a sidewalk like this, it's like, really? Really? When the police drive by, I know they drive by my house every night because I see them go by. Not my house, but up and down the street, How come they don't write that guy a ticket? The next block over, 2 blocks down, there's two or three SUVs parked across the sidewalk 24/7 like they're broke down there. You know what I mean? Never move. How come they're not ticketed? If you don't know, that's my pet peeve. That's my number one pet peeve when we're out walking. I mean, I get mad about the loose dogs attacking us, things like that, but I don't get as mad about that as as I do about people blocking the dang sidewalk. Let me tell you. Uh, you can park them everywhere. Code enforcement would be there, would be out. Yeah, see, we've got this interactive map system in town that you can narc people out like that. And you just zoom in on their address, push the button, and write out your complaint and what office it goes to. And they work like right away, within hours, it gets assigned to somebody. And they even tell you what city worker it got assigned to your complaint. Your complaint was assigned to. And then like you can choose to get updates and things like that where they'll email you. You can put pictures of the whatever it is. It's usually people are complaining about blight, broken down cars in yards, and massive potholes. That's what people mostly complain about. The disabled cars. I'd have to say disabled cars and trash in the yard during the spring, summer, fall. In the wintertime, it's full of unshoveled sidewalk complaints. Let me tell you, there's a lot of people that walk. There's a lot of people that walk because they walk for exercise, they walk for fun, they walk here, they walk there. They walk because it's close or because they don't have a car, they don't have a bike or whatever. And it's no fun. I mean, we love winter, don't get me wrong. But snow has its place and it's not on the sidewalk. Snow has its place and it's not on the sidewalk. Get out and shovel your dang sidewalks, people. Come on, Bubba. We clean ours. We clean ours, even on the worst days. I love to shovel snow. That's one of my favorite things to do. Shoveling snow. There's a dog ahead of us that's unfriendly. So the guy always stops and waits wherever you're at. So we'll turn and give that guy a break. Because he ain't got control of that dog. So we will turn. Toby got a bath last night. I lathered him up twice. I lathered him up, rinsed him off, and did it all over again. So he's like double fluffy today. Double fluffy. Double fluffy. I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed him. We got we got called out Tuesday night at class for bringing a dirty dog to school. And that was like first day of class rules. Never bring a dirty dog to my class, the teacher said. And it's like I wasn't planning on going really to the class. Otherwise he'd have been bathed. But somebody needed a ride. And I'm like, okay, I'll go. I'll take Tobe. I washed his legs because his legs were pretty dirty. But I didn't wash the rest of them. I didn't have time. I washed his legs at 5 and we had to leave at 5:30. The teacher was like, ooh, ooh. Oh my goodness. Ooh, you gotta bathe that dog. I told her it's been 2 weeks since I bathed him. From the last dog show. It's been 2 weeks. And she says, that's right, that's too long. I know that already. I just didn't have it to bathe him. I don't bathe him at home because he doesn't shed like all over the place or anything. But when you're bathing him, that's when he loses hair. Come on. Even I brush him beforehand, but he still drops hair when you're bathing him. And I don't need that in my 117-year-old pipes, 109-year-old pipes. The plumbing. Hey, Tobe, we're south, man. We are south. Herding dog. Yeah, but not in the not in the show ring. They're not. Not in the show ring. I've seen some dusty border collies in the want ads, in the for sale ads for border collies. I've seen some pretty dirty ones. right? When they're out working, they're not getting washed when they're living on the farm. But these show dogs, they gotta get that once a week deal. I was told I should be washing his legs every day to keep the white white. However, I think it's enough to do it once a week. For me, anyway. I don't have that kind of, I wouldn't say time, but man, what a hassle, huh? Yeah, get a watch step tracker. No, I don't have a step tracker. I used to put the app on the phone, but I didn't ever really believe it. How's it counting? Come on. I was gone. Did I read the message? Let me scroll back. You know I missed the messages. Robert Lacornu. Look at that puppy dog. Looks like a border collie. Yes, it is. Welcome, welcome. Valina. Snoopy says, I like snow. I love the snow. Yeah, we love our winter. This is Toby. This is Toby. Karen Lunkwitz. Welcome, welcome. Where are you watching us from, Karen? We're in the beautiful, great state of Michigan. We're just in a little town, 100 miles north of Detroit. And we're walking to the south end of town this morning. It's all neighborhoods. There's streets that have businesses, but most of this is all, come on. It's just neighborhoods. Krishna Creation is in the building. Welcome, welcome. Ohio. Karen's from Ohio. Very cool. We were in Ohio, I think it was 3 weekends ago, for a dog show over by Youngstown. It was nice. It was a nice place. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. We'll go back again next year because you got to go to where there's lots of dogs, you know what I mean, to get the points. Once he's champion, then we can go to just the regular dog shows where there's not a whole lot of border collies. But right now we need the high points, so we're not even, like, I didn't register him for the next two. There's the next 2 weeks after our show next weekend. I didn't even register him for the show the next weekend because, okay, come on. The last several years, there's only been 2 or 3 border collies there. So there's no sense in us going. And our teacher suggested we look into Lebanon, Ohio for the same weekend. And when I looked them up, they were like 7 dogs total border collies, but there was only 2 class dogs, so there wouldn't be any points for Toby there. 1 point. We belong to a Facebook group that it's called Major Builders, where you go in there and you list the shows that you're going to. You list the show one at a time, and it makes everybody look at it, and you can build it like that. You can build the points by listing them on the Facebook. Bring it to everybody's attention, and everybody will start talking. You know what I mean? They'll say, I'm bringing a girl or a boy or this day or that day. Come on, Tobe. Come on. We found a new turnaround spot. A little cul-de-sac at the dead end. They probably don't get too many dog walkers down here. This is probably a super quiet street, huh? This is probably a super quiet street. Come on, Tobes. Wild boy. Kathy Doherty says, have a good day. Have a good day, Kathy. Thanks for coming to visit. CJ's Random Guitar Noises in the building. Welcome, CJ. How are you today? Come on, Tobes. Come on, Tobes. We made it to the end of this street, huh? Now we'll head south. Or north, I'm sorry. Come on. CJ says, Horsey, congratulations on 300. Oh, wow. 300 subs, is that what we're talking about? Yeah, congratulations. Hey, we're one of those subs. We're one of those 300. Good job. Keep moving. Keep moving. The subs will come so fast. I imagine keep on doing what you're doing. The more visiting you do, the more people you meet. Kathy says, bye, Tobes. Pretty happy, huh? That's cool. Hi from the UK, says Katie. Katie Riley says, hi, Tobe. Can you say hi to Katie? Can you say hi to Katie? He's doing his thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got Toby taking a break. We got Toby picked a yard to take a break in. Dude, we're only halfway. Well, we're about 200 feet past halfway. Would you say, Tobe, we're about 200 feet past halfway? We got a ways to go, little buddy. We got a ways to go. Come on. Sub 450 is available on mine. Hey, there you go. Almost to the 500. The 500. The road to 500. When we hit 500, Assad Danger Brand made us when we hit our 500, Assad Danger Brand made us a picture to use. You know what I mean? That said that had Toby in as a cartoon, and it said happy 500 and thanks and all that. Milestones. You know, somebody said yesterday, I was on the live stream, and the guy made the statement that only 8% of YouTubers ever make it to 1,000 subs. Only 8%. He said he Googled it or asked Gronk or something. So he could be wrong, but that's what the answer that the internet give him. Only 8%. So you got your work. You got to be dedicated for it. You got your work cut out. Only 8%. But it's so doable. And so is getting those hours. You just got to put your head down, nose to the grindstone. Live stream, live stream, live stream. And don't limit yourself to 20 minutes or half an hour or an hour. You're looking for watch hours. You need to be on for hours, right? You don't always have to have a topic. Just get on there and interact with your people. But on the days you're not feeling it, don't do it. On the days you're not feeling it, take that day off. You don't want to be sour on there. Good morning, says Little Butterfly. Good morning to you, Little Butterfly. Namaste. Yeah, we're headed back towards the house. Too early for break time. Yeah, Toby usually, well, we come a little further than our normal turnaround. I'd say it's at least a half a mile. Come on. Quarter mile to a third of a mile. Let's see. No, that's more than a quarter mile that way. Anyway, we're a little over where we've been turning around. Yep, he's looking all fluffy today. Does his fur look a little darker? To me, his fur looks a little darker when it's clean. What do you say, Tobe? What do you say? I didn't put any product or anything on his hair, any spray conditioner, nothing for the combing conditioner. Oh, come on, Tobes. I just left him bare. I've got a spray that they call it I think it's called brushing spray or something simple like that. That you spray them and then you brush them out, and it puts a little condition, a little shine to the fur. They got all kinds of products. I actually use it's formulated. They call it the show formula, but it's got too much fluff in it. So when he goes to get a show groom, she uses a same brand but different formula so that his hair doesn't fluff, so it lays flat. Whew. Hold on, Tobes. Morning. Mean dogs. Mean little dogs. Come on. Whoops. Hey, Lily, how's it going today? Are we missing people? Hey, Mr. Advice Guy, what's going on? Welcome. I enjoyed your live stream yesterday. Very positive. I like that. Do you come on the same time every day? Oh, when's the next council meeting? Oh, all they had to do was they had to have people sign a form. They had to have the immediate neighbors next to them, behind them, and me sign a form saying that we don't have a problem with it, and it's supposed to be okay. I haven't heard anything yet. That was just a couple days ago. Yeah, I signed it for him. Heck yeah. I eat those eggs. Toby eats those eggs. We want those chickens there. Right, Tobes? Right, Toby? Come on. We want those chickens there so we can get eggs. They're the best eggs too. You know, those hand-fed eggs, those hand-fed chicken eggs like that. They run free in the yard and all that. The egg yolks are orange. They're super thick, and the egg whites are super thick. It all pops out at one, you know what I mean? There's no wateriness to it. Good stuff. Hello from New Zealand. Toby, let's go, says Little Butterfly. Hey, yeah, we'll come by. You know, let's see, did you say you're on at the same time? After my live stream, I used to watch Ideal Eileen every day until Anastasia Blessed came on. But Eileen's not on at the same time anymore. So we need something to watch every day till Anastasia comes on. Anastasia comes on at 11:30. Hold on, Tobes. This is a new neighborhood for us. This is a new walking neighborhood. Toby keeps wanting to go. Where are you going? Little buddy? Toby keeps wanting to take that left, doesn't he? That's 2 lefts already he's taken on me. Oh, we got that. Yeah, Advice Guy is awesome. Definitely recommended. So Anastasia went after my live stream yesterday. We were chatting and she said that that she was on the Advice Guys channel right then, that he was live. Come check it out. Okay, come on. I got to give him 10 seconds to look around. So that's when we came over. I was sitting at work already. That's when we came over and watched. So thanks, Anastasia. Hello from Anderson, Indiana. Sending a like to support the channel. Tremaine Nunn. Welcome, welcome, Tremaine. We sure appreciate the thumbs ups. It sure helps with the algorithm, right? Gets us out far and wide. All kinds of new friends. New friends every day. New friends every day Toby's getting. Everybody grows. You know, when one channel grows, everybody grows. And we hand out the blue jackets so that everybody can connect easier. I'm running out of breath. We've been walking, Tobe. We're on our 3rd mile. Oh, we got to give Mr. Advice Guy his blue jacket. Let's see. There we go. Anderson, Indiana. Where's that at? Is that northern Indiana, southern Indiana, eastern, western? We're in 100 miles north of Detroit, approximately. Let's see what. This is the high school soccer field for the high school that I went to. I had no idea this was even here. We don't even walk here. We don't ever walk here. But that's the soccer field. You see there's no stands there. Nobody comes to watch, right? But now the football stadium of the high school I went to holds thousands and thousands. Come on. Hey, come on. The football stadium I played in holds thousands and thousands. I believe this is an intermediate school. We never walk by here. We're usually a couple streets over when we're this far south, which is what we're going to do when we get to the corner here. We probably should have turned at the last corner. We don't need to be by no schools, Tobe. All them little kids will want to pet you, and next thing you know, Toby loves everybody. But it seems like little kids like to lean over him. The little kids always want to lean over his head. And little kids are always big cheese smiling. So they're leaning over his head with their teeth out. Toby tends to get a little nervous. So when he's around the little kids, I pay close attention. He's never bitten anybody. And he doesn't show aggression towards them or nothing, but he looks a little uncomfortable when they're leaning over him like that. That's why we never signed up for the stuff from the dog school, the activities that involve the kids, like at the libraries and stuff. They want the dogs to go visit. But we've been to nursing homes, but we don't go to where the little ones are gonna upset them. I joined the Advice Guy this morning, says Anastasia. And it was awesome Bible study. Oh, that was last night. Yeah. That was last night. We didn't make it. We watched, after we left the Advice Guy, we went and watched Shahir. Is that his name? The Advice Guy's friend Shahir that we met there. He was pretty cool. And we watched his friend Matt. So we made 2 good friends yesterday. 3 good friends. Mr. Advice Guy and 2 buddies of his. And he's got, Mr. Advice Guy's got a huge channel too. There's people all in there. Lots of people to meet. Lots of new friends. Anastasia says, I'll be joining that every day, Mr. Advice Guy. I wanted to come up and share a word from the Bible. but I feared because it was my first time. Oh, yeah. Anastasia lives her faith. Come on. Come on. Should be good for your Bible class. And give you another perspective. Yep. Family's growing, huh? Meeting lots of new people. I like that. Wow, look at the base of these trees. Is that wild? Is that wild, fam? Look at those trees. That's crazy. What kind of tree does that? Come on, keep moving. What kind of tree does that? That's wild. Come on out of the yards. 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 Come on. I gotta give him a minute. If I give him a second to sniff, then I can tell him, okay, come on. Okay, come on. And he'll come along pretty decent. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. So I should take, yeah, check out the advice guy. He's got a great channel. Lots of good conversation, and it's all, come on. It's all adults, all clean. It's a good time. Lucky guy gets to work with one of his kids. I'd love that. You know, I tried to talk my kids into learning what I do when they were young, so that it was something they would know, and they could work at it summer times or whatever. But nobody wanted to learn. Nobody wanted to learn. One of the kids asked me later in life, did I think I could teach him and get him a job? And it's like, nowadays you gotta have a degree. Nowadays, you gotta have a degree, go to school for that. For any of the companies to hire you. He's got an accounting degree, but it's not the same. Although with an accounting degree, you can do just about anything. That's what I studied. Once you learn how to keep track of stuff, you can do anything. Oh yeah, hey, let's get CJ pinned here. Let's get CJ to his 450. There we go. Sorry about that, I wasn't paying attention. Does everybody have CJ? Hey, Rambo-Bama boy is in the building. How's it today? Check out your second favorite border collie. He had a bath last night. He's looking marvelous again. Now that he's clean, I'll brush him out tonight. I'll give him a good brush. You always spray your dog first before you brush on him, because you don't want to break the hair. Hey, come on. You don't want to damage the hair. You break it off if you brush them when they're dry. And in the water, we put a little bit of that spray that I use, the brushing spray, just a little bit. I don't need it full strength. Advice guy says, Anna, you're free to talk. Whatever's on your mind, whatever's in your heart. Well, you know, like everybody, we're always nervous at first. Got to get your bearings. Got to get your feet wet, see what's going on. Whew. My favorite topic when we're talking religion is poor Adam got fed the apple from that evil woman. Come on. Morning. Come on, Tobes. Come on. Right, Anna? Isn't that what we always talk about? Working with my son has good days and bad days. Well, yeah, it's like everybody. You know, kids like to push all the buttons, and they know what exact buttons to push because they've seen you at your best and they've seen you at your worst. Yeah, you know, I worked with my father-in-law when I was a young guy, and I worked with him for like 15 years. We did. I was an office worker, and it started out that, you know, I was an office worker and I was working all over the state, but he needed help on the weekends because he laid shingles. He was a union flat roofer, doing the hot tar and the rubber and all that. And on the weekend, nights and weekends, he laid shingles for cash money. Very, very well known, very successful. Man, he turned down like we only did 10% of the work that he was offered, you know what I mean? We did commercial buildings, all kinds of stuff as side jobs, nights and weekends, you know. And I worked side by side with him for a long time. It started out he needed someone to pick up the tear off the ground. And then slowly next thing it was carry the shingles up the ladder. Then it was come and hold the rolls of felt, roll out the rolls of felt so they could nail them. Then it was hold the metal so they could, you know what I mean? It was like that. Next thing you knew, it was get next to me and start putting some shingles. Here's a hammer. And then I had to go through you're dropping the ends. For some reason, I couldn't keep it. I'd hammer on one end of the shingle. Hey, leave it. And that's not our bag. I'd hammer on one end of the shingle, and the other end of the shingle would slide down, and I never seemed to get it straightened out again. But then it wasn't too long after that I was able to do it. And then at my best, I could lay 2 square an hour hand nailing. At my best. Come on. That was moving. That was with all the felt laid. The felt laid, that's with line snap. That's with all the shingles in place. All not having to get up and carry anything. You know what I mean? Nails on the roof, everything. Those were the days. I was pretty fast. I was really fast. I can remember carrying 2 bundles of shingles up the ladder at a time, nights and weekends. Those were the days. I was young and strong. I'd be stuck at the top of the ladder holding on like a cat. Hot tires, hard work. Yeah, I did that for a total of 17 years. I was an office worker forever. And then when I got into my late 20s, work was getting thin, and my in-law said, hey, come work with us. It's a union job. They got benefits. And so I went and did that. And then when my body fell apart in early 40s, come on. I went back to my office job. I've climbed some pretty stupid things. I'll show you when we're around town. Next time we walk to the river. Come on, Toby. Come on. Next time we walk to the river, I'll show you one of the stupidest things I climbed. The stupidest thing I climbed was up in Cadillac, Michigan. The 40-foot ladders, there was these towers that, I can't remember the name of the corporation up there, but it's some casting plant, I think. And they got these big towers, and the towers needed to be stripped in, the metal needed the rubber stripping around it. And the 40-foot ladders come up 5 foot short of the top. They didn't even reach the top. And on the first tower, on the second tower it did. It just reached. So the guy I was with, he says, you do that one and I'll do this one. Ha ha ha. He goes up the easy one and leaves me for the one to figure out how I'm going to get up there, you know. I climbed to the top of the ladder. The ladder wasn't tied off because there was nothing to tie it to. It was just flat building. There was no coping, no nothing, no nail, nowhere. And I stood on the end, I managed to get up on the top rung of the ladder, balancing, holding on like Spider-Man to the side of the building, and reached up and grabbed the top. Come on, I'm not playing anymore. Come on. And pulled myself up. And then I had to sit there for half an hour before I could stop shaking. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and it was way up in the air on top of it. So 40 foot on the tower was over 40 feet, and it was on top of a building that was probably 5 stories. You know what I mean? Like that. So I could see forever. I pulled myself up. Yeah. Oh hell no. Yeah, it took me half an hour before I could stop shaking. And then I did all my work. And then it came time to come down. The other guy was done. He was holding the ladder from the bottom, but you know, it's not going to keep the top from swinging. And I had to, after I lowered everything down by the rope, I had to hang over I got on my belly, sat down, rolled over onto my belly with my feet over the edge, and I had to lower myself down for my toes to touch the top rung of the ladder. And then I hung down from that. I hung down from the edge of the building with my feet on the top rung and had to step down without touching anything, just the side of the building. Like a cat, like Spider-Man. Oh my God. I stepped down 3 rungs till I could reach down and grab a rung, you know what I mean? Oh my God. That was the stupidest thing I've done on a roof. Oh. Like smash to CMP. Welcome, CMP. CMP 80. Welcome. Yeah, that was a trip. I thought I was going to die. I held on for dear life. Yeah, I did that. I swung that hot tar mop for years and years. Breathed in the smoke. All that. We worked hard. That flat roofing, tearing off the old built-up roofs, especially when they're coal tar pitch. All the old insulation sticking you. Oh my goodness. 80, 90 degree weather. Breathing it in, coughing it out. Those were the days, let me tell you. That's probably why we're so young, Toby. That's probably why we feel so young still, because we worked so hard. The knees don't. The knees are done. LOL, the things we do when we're young. No fear. Yeah, no brains. Too stupid to fear. Too stupid to fear. Man. I've fallen off of roofs. I've fallen off of ladders. I've had ladders fall over, things like that. I even got in a fight one time up on the roof. I was like I don't know, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, I come across a video of a shingle crew fighting on a roof. One great big giant guy grabs a little guy and throws him off the end of the roof. And 2 guys are tussling and they fall off next to the dumpster. And they get up and they're still scrapping. It took me back. I got into a tussle with a guy. We were working on an elementary school. And you know, anytime you get more than 2 people together, you're going to have cliques. And the one guy from the one clique was just hassling me and harassing me. And then, I don't know why, stupidness, we ended up chest to chest. And I could see, he was quite a bit taller than me. And I could see his fist ball up. So I didn't wait. Yeah, we tussled and we rolled around and we rolled around. People were screaming and hollering. They were even you could hear the teachers inside the building because it was a one-story school we were on with a tectum roof. You could hear right through the tectum. You can hear right through it. It's just I don't even know what it's made of. Spaghetti type material. Yeah, you could hear the teachers yelling up there, "Knock it off up there, knock it off." Luckily, nobody called the police. Otherwise, we probably would have went to jail. Bama boy says, "Good morning, little butterfly." Those were the days. Oh, you saw that video? Right away, I sent it straight out to the foreman of the roofing crew that I worked on. I sent it straight to him. Oh, look at the bird. Look at the bird, what do you call it? Bird nest fell out of the tree. That's a nice one too. Yeah, I sent it to the foreman of the roofing crew. That's funny. He was there that day. He wasn't the foreman then. We were just co-workers then, but he was there that day I got into the fight. That was funny. You get some exercise too while working out with Toby, brother. Oh, yes indeed. Yes indeed. Yeah, never wait for someone to punch you in the head first. Never wait. Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, that's some hard work, let me tell you. Hats off to anybody. We come across a fellow out here when we're walking, probably once every couple weeks. He always stops and talks with us. He was one of my foremen there. He's retired now, but he's out here every morning. He walks for miles or rides his bike for miles, and we run into him probably every other week. We worked together for a long time. Yeah, roofer's pension, that comes pretty soon. A few more years I'll get to collect that. But the guys that retired before me, they're making big pensions because they stayed more years. I only put in 17. But they've got like 30 and 30 some years in. Massive pensions. Fun. 13 million in the building. Did y'all remember to hit that thumbs up? Oh, I just seen one pop. 34 thumbs today, Tobes. We're moving right along. Come on, little buddy. We're almost home. We're almost home. Keep moving. Just a few more blocks, fam. Just a few more blocks. We're not gonna, come on. We might make it I don't think so, by 8 o'clock. We'll be sitting on the stairs a couple minutes after 8, I think. Come on, Bubba. Almost time to get to work. I fed him this morning, his full meal, at about 5:30, so that he'd have time to digest before we hit the road. And I don't think it made any difference. He went to the bathroom pretty good, but he didn't have more energy. Yesterday I gave him just the cottage cheese before we left for energy boost. Little butterfly. Bandit, says Jack. Yeah, Bandit from Little House on the Prairie. Wasn't that Little House on the Prairie's dog's name? Bandit. Bandit. You know, Toby's original name was, let me think, Gabe. Gabe was what they had, was what they were calling him for the first 4 months of his life. Gabe. The breeder had him until he was 4 months old. He was a holdback. They held him and they held a sister back, and they decided at 4 months old to keep the sister. And I got Gabe. And by the time we got home, 7 hours later, 8 hours later, his name was Toby. Toby dogs. Toby dog. Dun dun dun. Yep, 8 hours later, his name was Toby. And you know, when I talk to the breeder, she still calls him Gabe. She still calls him Gabe. My Tobes. My Toby. I picked his official name, though. I named him. They gave him a house name, but when I picked him up, we filled out the AKC paperwork on pickup. I had to fill that out, and I had to fill out a contract. I had to fill out a Toby contract. All this, that, and the other. It had all kinds of stuff in it. Like, if I can't keep them, I can't just give them away or sell them to anybody. I can't just give them to one of my kids or something. The breeder's got to okay it all by contract. If I can't keep him, the first thing is he's supposed to go back to the breeder. And then they decide what to do with them. And I had to feed him a certain food. I still feed it to him, but not as much. Now the kibble's mixed. I had to feed him a certain kibble for up till he was 1 year old. But we still feed it to him. Now he eats all kinds of other stuff too, though. But he's still getting his Pro Plan. That's what it was, the Pro Plan 30-20. 30% protein, 20% fat. And I credit that for him being so giant. Because they said, no, not the puppy food, the regular food, it's the same thing. So that's what he was fed. Come on. Come on. Yep, up. Yep. This guy and pup brings me peace. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Kentucky Bluegrass Living. Welcome. 7/18. That's our birthday. Hey, we're connected. Woo! That's not the good skunk. That's the bad skunk. Whew! They must have just sprayed. We better watch out for these bushes, Tobe. That skunk might be right around here. This is a nice yard here. They got lots of stuff growing. Real pretty. Flowers everywhere. Tobe, let's walk the alley, buddy. For sure, bro. And pup have it. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Come on, let's walk the alley. It used to be all the blocks had alleys. And that's where all the utilities went down. The sanitary sewer comes down through the alley. All the power lines and the cable TV and the Bell telephone lines. Everything comes down through the alley, except for the water. The main water lines and the gas lines come down the streets and under sidewalks. But yeah, it used to be all the blocks had these, and as the city could, they've closed them off. The ones that they can, like the alley in my yard, in my house, they're not going to ever close off. I don't believe, because two garages for two houses, the only entrance is from the alley. All right, guys. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Stay safe out there. God bless. Hey, take it easy, advice guy. Thanks for coming, man. Oh, we sure appreciate you. You're gonna be live soon. Are you rateable? If you're raidable, maybe we can bring the raid to you when we're done. Instead of just signing off, we just bring all our viewers right to you. If you're raidable, there's a lot of channels that aren't. It's a button you got to turn on. Kentucky girl says, I'm Kentucky girl. Kentucky says, I had a black and white border collie as a kid. Smartest and loyal pup ever. Yeah, they're great dogs, aren't they? Thanks, Toby, for walking your daddy. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. He takes me for a walk every day. If it wasn't for the Tobsters, I wouldn't be out here walking like this. I might have had a half-hour walk or something every once in a while, but not like we do. Not like we do. Well, fam, it's about time for us to say goodbye. We have made it. And I've got rocks stuck in my shoe. Hold on, Tobes. Hold on, Toby. Oh, the knee's doing great today. I've had good knee days for the last 2 days. Let me see if I can't get these rocks out of my shoes. The newest pair of walking shoes I got these ridges in them. And they collect rocks. Come on. This is Skechers' newest, latest, best design for the sole of the shoe. It's pretty cushiony. We'll see how long they last. I'm a big guy. Not tall, but big around. I'll crush these shoes pretty quick. We'll see how long they last. Redirect to Leo's channel. That German Shepherd is spicy. Is Leo on? Leo was on earlier. Yeah, we used to redirect all the time. Every time. Now we've gotten lazy. We've gotten lazy recently. Whoops. Come here, Tobes. Come here, Tobes. I got to empty my pocket out. Here's a garbage can. Got to drop Toby's daily offering off to the garbage can. Man, it's been a great walk. I got plenty of exercise, plenty of conversation. The dog got his exercise in. Lots of good conversation. Let's stop and look at it. The only pumpkin, it's not growing. It's still the same size. It must be gonna die. There's no look at all that pumpkin. Look at all that pumpkin plant there. There's no pumpkins growing. There's one. And it stopped before it got softball size. It stopped growing. And yeah, micros. Micro pumpkin. Whew, man, that was a walk. We went further than yesterday. Y'all, thanks for hanging out. If you give me a minute here, I'll go look to see if who's available for a redirect. Yeah, take it easy, CJ. We'll see you around. Thanks for coming to visit. Hang on, fam. I'm gonna run to this one to go to. Leo wasn't live. There's no from this stream is live right now, so we're gonna go visit Barry Walking exercise. He's really cool people. Him and his wife they stream every day their walks. They live down in Florida. They're a retired couple, and they're from the island of Jamaica. Very good people, and they've got a very large YT family. They're good people to connect with, and they're good people to connect with in the chat. They hand out the blue jackets like I do, and everybody connects. They're part of a great big giant family, And if you're looking to grow your channel, it's a good place to go. So we're gonna say goodbye for now, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming to visit. Let's go check out Barry walking exercise. If you do me the favor of making the trip with us, give them a thumbs up, say hi, stick around at least 5 minutes so that we're good. We make a good mark on his algorithm. We don't want to just pop in and leave because that makes a bad impression views or whatever that's called. So when I end, it's going to automatically go there, but it'll be a little delay. You might get a box that pops up that says, everybody's going to see Barry walking exercise. Press, go now, press here. You can do that and go right away. And when we go there, yeah, what Anastasia has typed there, that's what we're all going to type we're all going to go there and type Titlepro and Toby raid. And we'll just type it over and over again, and they'll get a kick out of it, and we'll have fun. Trust me. That's what's the raid is. I'll be there, and it takes me about a minute to get there. Well, maybe 2 minutes because I got to end my live stream, and then I got to look him up and go over there. So, but we'll see you there, fam. Thanks for coming and joining. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Cyril. Yeah, beautiful country. This is Michigan, USA. We're about 100 miles north of Detroit. This is what the typical neighborhood here looks like in my area of town. There's the rich area of town, there's the poor area of town, then there's the middle area of town where we live. Y'all take it easy and behave. Be cool. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow. And we'll see you on the streets. We'll see you over here at Barry's. Come on the raid and we'll have a good time. Titlepro with Toby Dog raid headed for Barry's. Y'all behave and be cool and peace out, man. We'll